Yo, Capcom, man, let me holler at you for a second, man. I think we know if Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection does well, there's going to be a huge possibility that we're going to get a Marvel vs. Capcom 4. But if you really want to keep the ball rolling, man, I got 2 fighting series that you guys should do as far as Capcom fighting games and crossover fighting games, man. Let's get to it. The first one that I believe would do very well would be Street Fighter versus Guilty Gear. I think with Street Fighter versus Guilty Gear, man, I think that the fighting system should be a mix between Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate 3, and Guilty Gear, but it should look like Street Fighter 6 though, if that makes sense. And you have Ryu and Takashi versus Chun-Li and Yuko. You can have Gao and Guy versus Takaya and Kukiko. You can have Kuma teaming up with Asumi. It's just so many possibilities to it, man. I just feel like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fighting system and the Guilty Gear Guilty Gear Strive fighting system is tailor-made for each other. But like I said, it needs to look like Marvel. I feel like it needs to look like Street Fighter 6 though. If they can make that happen, man, that'll be a dream come true. Obviously, the Street Fighter characters you would have Ryu, Ken, Gao, Blanca, and Bison, Akuma. You'd have the fan favorites and stuff though, but going against that Guilty Gear roster, man, meshing the 2 worlds together, man, it'll be it. Oh man, like you can't tell me that wouldn't be super live. I'm just saying. And the funny thing is, I think this is the second best versus series out of the 2 that I'm talking about, because the fighting system of Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate 3 and Guilty Gear Strive goes perfect together. But the second one I'm about to say, to me, would be the better game. All right, the next one, the second one, and the final one that I think would be perfect for each other would be Street Fighter versus Rival Schools. Sakura has already been a part of Street Fighter, so that's an easy one to put together. I'm just saying though, man, with Rival Schools versus Street Fighter, man, you're gonna have Batsu with Ryu, Ken with Akira, Sakura with with Cammy. You already know Sakura's history with Street Fighter. We've already wanted a Rival Schools, a new game for Rival Schools anyway, to begin with. Even though I think that they need to go ahead and make a new Rival Schools by itself anyway, the next Versus series needs to be Street Fighter and Rival Schools. Man, you would have Gon and Zangief teaming up, man. You would have Sakura and Hinata teaming up, man. You already know the character roster gonna be OD with Street Fighter and Rival Schools, man. Ryu, Ken, Hinata, Natsu, Akira, Aroy, Tiffany, Hayo, Dan and Bison, Cammy, Chun-Li, Dhalsim, Blanca. What are we waiting on, man? Let's make this happen. And honestly, I don't know which would be the perfect fighting system for Street Fighter versus Rival Schools. Maybe Street Fighter 6. Maybe the Street Fighter 6 engine would work well with Rival Schools. The characters and it would be an overall better game as far as the Versus series. Before we get on to the Street Fighter versus Rival Schools, we need a new Rival Schools game. We need that. I don't know how soon it's going to happen, or it might be in the works. You know, maybe Capcom has been quiet about it. I don't know. But I think we need that for the fighting community as fans to even go for it with a Street Fighter versus Rival Schools. Or Project Justice. I forgot Project Justice was the sequel to Rival Schools, but I like the name Rival Schools a lot better than Project Justice. I feel like the sequel to Rival Schools should have been Rival Schools 2 when it came out on Dreamcast, but that's just me. Or Rival Schools versus Street Fighter could have the same fighting system as Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. See, that's how you know Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had a really good fighting system, man. But those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know what will be a good Versus series for Capcom to release. And who should they pair with, man? Let me know in the comments how you feel. But you already know what to do, man. It's Architect Miss J with another video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, share. Until next time, peace. Hey, that background music is hard. I need to sample that. Hey, we definitely need a new Rival Schools, man. Batsu had to be right. I feel like Batsu was Rival School's version of Ryu. Had to be. How he fall? Wait, how did he get hit with that? Oh, double Sakura. Capcom, make it happen. We need another Rival Schools. Let's go.